the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Fielded just outside the goal line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some space here. He's at the 40. And down to the 20. 56 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Now it's Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They run it with Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And Myers able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down at 6. To the air, Allen. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On play action, Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Clock now on 3rd and goal. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke. Eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. They've got his man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Locke now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, Locke. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Now Ballage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Locke working out of the gun. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. This is Carson, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coach is at halftime.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen's throw is complete, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Javon Kinlaw picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Shotgun snap to Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run it with Ballage. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Unsuccessful pass on 3rd down, but at least you got 3 points here in your hip pocket.
Yeah, and I would take it from my hip pocket and put it right on the shoe of my kicker and go get those 3 points. This isn't even a discussion to me. This is a chance to take the lead after a good drive. Do it.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now Locke. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dee Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Block now to throw. And this will go to Carson out wide. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Flushed out right, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. On 3rd down, Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. As we sign off here, we thank you for watching. Good night, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.